Hi Kiran. Hello, how are you? Hello. Welcome to the live session. Hi Afifa. Hi Shobhya. Hi Pooja. Hello everyone. Hi. We'll be just starting the live session soon. Let others join as well. So till the time we are waiting for everyone else to join, I am Chef Harneet Jolly. You can follow my Instagram page by the name Chef Harneet Jolly. Hello Habibur. Immortal, आज क्या बनाएंगे? So we are making pita bread stuffed with Chatpata Chicken. Hi Vicky. Hi Ashwik. Hello everyone. We'll be just starting soon. Let others join as well. Hello Abhishek. Hello Manohar. Hi. Hello Manisha. Hi. Hello Obroy's Kitchen. Hi Rishabh. Hello guys for joining the live session. Thank you so much. So we'll be just starting in another 2 to 3 minutes. So who all have already not who are not following me right now, you people can go to my Instagram page. My Instagram ID is Chef Harneet Jolly. So you can go and follow that page, and we'll be starting the live session soon. And hello. Hi Anusha. Hi Yash. Sat Shri Akal. Hello. Hi Pooja. Hello Chef Soumya. Hello Prashant. How are you doing? Hey, so we'll be just starting soon. In another 2 to 3 more minutes, we'll be just starting. Hello. Okay, so do I work for Behrouz? I don't work for Behrouz, but I definitely love their biryani, which is just amazing, and in fact one of the best biryanis in India. Hello Naman. I follow your page. Your page is awesome. Thank you so much, Naman. Love you, bhai. Thank you. Okay, so someone asked me how to become a chef, Uday. So you can just text me in my inbox. My ID is Chef Harneet Jolly. So what are we making today? We are making pita bread stuffed with Chatpata Chicken. Hello Yakub. So I guess we should start now. So first of all, I'll introduce myself. So I'm Chef Harneet Jolly, and I specialize in chocolate sculptures and desserts. And today we would be making pita bread, which comes from Middle Eastern cuisine. So basically Middle Eastern cuisine exactly hai kya? So Middle Eastern cuisine is it would contain all the Mediterranean dishes which belong to Greece, Saudi Arabia, Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, Lebanon. So all these places. Hello guys for joining. Thank you so much for joining the live session. So as I was just telling, we are making pita bread with Chatpata Chicken as the filling. So we'll just start the live session. So exactly, I'm sure every one of you love Behrouz Biryani. In fact, they serve the best biryani in whole India. It is one of the best brands. जैसे एकदम बिरयानी का नाम आता है दिमाग में, the first thing that comes to your mind is Behrouz. कि मतलब कुछ खाना है, बिरयानी खानी है, so it has to be from Behrouz. So hello Bittu. So we'll be just starting with the session, and to talk a little more about Behrouz Biryani. So Behrouz is all about mehfil. It is about togetherness. When you want to celebrate some occasion, किसी का घर पे birthday है, or maybe it's or you basically just want to have the like a party kind of एक mood होता है. So आप जब भी बिरयानी खाने का मन करता है, it is like आप immediately एकदम से दिमाग में आता है कि okay let's order from Behrouz. It could be either from their own app, Behrouz Biryani की जो app है, otherwise it could be from other portals as well. It is all about mehfil and togetherness. And these days hygiene has been a very big concern कि खाना हम बाहर से ऑर्डर नहीं करेंगे just because of hygiene. So आपको Behrouz के टाइम पे बिल्कुल भी टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है, because they have eat sure promise or the eat sure policy, जिसमें कि they make sure the food is not touched. As soon as the food is made, they immediately pack the food, and it is contactless delivery, and the food that you get is totally piping hot. मतलब कि फैमिली के साथ आप बैठे हो, एकदम माहौल बना हुआ है, पूरी महफिल बनी हुई है, एंड बेल होती है टिंग टोंग, आप डोर खोलते हो एंड देयर इज अ पैकेज. जैसे आप गर्मा गर्म पैकेज खोलते हो, एंड इट्स द वंडरफुल स्मेल दैट यू गेट फ्रॉम द बिरयानी. So as I was talking कि हम आज बनाने वाले हैं pita bread, which is a Mediterranean bread. So we would be making that bread, and उसके साथ जो हम filling दे रहे हैं आज, that is a very Indianized filling, और वो हम बनाएंगे मुर्ग चटपटा, just to add a bit of fusion. and तो अब हम start करते हैं. So I'll be starting with the flour. Okay, so सबको दिख रहा है आराम से? So just let me know in the comments. सबको आवाज आ रही है? All right. So we'll just start with the making of pita bread, which is a Mediterranean flat bread. So उसके लिए हम सबसे पहले क्या करेंगे? We'll be taking flour, normal मैदा, refined flour, जिसको ऑल पर्पस फ्लावर भी बोला जाता है. सो दिस इज 250 grams of flour that I am taking. In 250 grams of flour, I have taken half teaspoon of salt. So I'll just add salt in the flour itself. इसमें जा रही है 1 tablespoon of sugar. So I'm adding 1 tablespoon of sugar right into the flour. And I am taking 1 teaspoon of yeast. So this is active dry yeast. आप देख सकते हो, these are small granules, right? So I am adding this yeast into the flour, and इसको knead करने के लिए we need water. So I'll just start adding water. So for 250 grams of flour, we roughly need approximately 160 to 170 ml of water. So it is always wise कि आप पानी थोड़ा सा एंड में एकदम रख दो. You just keep a little bit of water, which we can definitely add later on. So I am just mixing the whole flour together. So it has started to come together. So over here you can see. You can also do the same thing on the shelf by making a well of the flour, and you can do the well method as well by using only your hands. Otherwise you can also use a food processor or a stand mixer. So whatever you feel comfortable is the way how you can make the bread. So the flour has come together, and we would be just putting the flour on the shelf, and I'll just scrape off the rest of the flour. And now using my hands, I would be kneading the dough. So as I told earlier कि हम पानी थोड़ा थोड़ा करके डालेंगे, we'll be just adding a little bit of water at a time. So I'll just add a bit more of water, and here it goes. So you can see the dough has already started to come together. It is already forming, and now I'll be kneading the dough and putting all your pressure. You have to knead it like this, and it is very essential that when you knead the dough for bread, you have to use the heel of your hand, this part basically. इससे आपको अच्छे से डो को मसलना है. You have to press the dough very nicely using your palm, and you have to stretch the dough outwards like this. So for whatever bread you make, it is not only for the pita bread, but whatever bread you make, this rule remains the same. That using your heel of the hand, you have to press the dough downwards and stretch it outwards. And we'll be just kneading the dough, and it has started to come, and in another 2 to 3 more minutes the dough would be done. So this is a bit of time consuming process, but trust me, एक बार आपको आदत हो जाए bread बनाने की, so you would never buy the breads from market. And we'll just keep kneading it. The development of gluten is very essential in bread making, otherwise the bread won't rise. बिना gluten की bread बिल्कुल भी rise नहीं होगी, फूलेगी नहीं. So जैसे आप रोटी का आटा गूंथते हो, आपको ब्रेड के लिए उससे ज्यादा ही गूंदना पड़ेगा. So you have to knead the dough quite a longer time compared to a roti dough. So I'm kneading the dough, and I'll also be telling you how to check whether we have formed the proper gluten or not. So here it is. So I'll just speed up the whole process. And if you are using a food processor, the whole thing just takes about 8 to 9 minutes, and by using hands you roughly takes about 15 minutes. So आप देख सकते हो कि फूड प्रोसेसर से या फिर स्टैंड मिक्सर से काम कितना इजी हो जाता है. So this is alright. So I guess this is done. The dough is quite stretchable now. So I'll just check. So to check the dough, we would be using window pane test. अब विंडो पेन टेस्ट से क्या होता है, वी जस्ट चेक ग्लूटेन फॉर्मेशन. So to do the window pane test, or to check the gluten, which is very essential part of the bread, we just cut a small portion of the bread or the dough, and we roll it in dry flour and keep pressing it like this. And we just keep stretching it like this. But जैसे अभी डो फट रहा है हल्का सा, so the dough shouldn't tear, and this means कि हमें डो थोड़ा सा और बेलना है. We have to डो और थोड़ा सा गूंदना है. We have to knead the dough a bit longer. So I'll just knead the dough. For another 2 to 3 more minutes, and then we'll check it again. So we'll just keep kneading the dough for another few more minutes and we'll check it. So ये हो चुका है, and now we'll just check the dough again. So we'll just follow the same method. So now you can see the dough is not getting tone, जिसका मतलब है कि dough बन चुका है. It is properly kneaded now and it is ready for the next stage. So we'll form a ball of the dough. So I have just formed a ball, and now a nice round ball, and I've taken a bowl and lightly grease it with oil. एकदम हल्का सा, we don't have to use a lot of oil for this. And transfer the dough and lightly brush it using oil. So once this is done, we'll cover the bowl and keep it aside for approximately 30 to 40 minutes, and we have to wait जब तक ये double नहीं हो जाता. So since we do not have time, so मैंने ये stage already करके रखा हुआ है. I've already done this, and this is how the dough would look now. Like this. And now it is very puffy and एकदम soft हो चुका है dough. You can see over here. So what I'll do, I'll just dust some flour and I'll transfer this dough onto the floured shelf, and जितनी भी इसके अंदर हवा भरी हुई है, I'll just take it out. This is very essential. It is known as knockback stage in the technical language, and we just have to knead the dough back. So and guys, if you have any questions at the end of the session, we'll also be having question answer round, जिसमें कि आपको कुछ भी questions हैं, so you can ask that those questions. Otherwise you can also message me on my Instagram profile, which is by the name Chef Harneet Jolly. So this is done, and अब pita bread बनाने के लिए we'll just roll the dough. I've dusted it nicely. We'll just roll the dough very thinly. And while we are doing this, we'll also preheat the oven to 250 degrees Celsius. So I'll do that as well. So I've set my oven to 250 degrees Celsius and it is preheating. And by that time, what we do is, we'll just roll the dough very thinly. So it goes like this. It has to be as thin as a roti. जैसे फुल्का बनाते हैं, it would be that thin. So this is done. So it is hardly 1 mm का thickness, and I'm using a round cutter and would be cutting it in round discs. Over here I've done. Now I've already greased the tray, the baking tray. I've lightly applied some oil and uske upar I've dusted it with flour. So what I'll do is I'll put the pita bread, or this bread over here, you can see. So I'll just put it on the baking dish or the baking tray, and once the oven gets to 250 degrees Celsius, I'll put it in the oven. So it is already preheated now, and I am going to put this in the oven. And this bread hardly takes 3 to 4 minutes of baking time. And हमें पता कैसे चलता है exactly कि ये वाली bread हो चुकी है, ये रोटी की तरह ऐसे पूरी फूल जाती है. So that is when you get to know कि okay fine, this bread is done, pita bread is already baked. So now I'll just wash my hands and we'll be starting with the chicken stuffing. So keep washing your hands in between. Hygiene is very important. So okay, so I've washed and dried my hands, and now we would be moving towards making the stuffing. And now let's move on to the kitchen, the gas part. Over here I'll just arrange. Alright, so you all can see. Perfect. And now, okay, so now what I'm doing is कि सबसे पहले हम गैस जला के पैन गरम कर लेते हैं. Over here. So when the pan gets hot, we'll be adding oil in it. So we'll just check the pan if the pan is hot or not. So the pan is hot. Now we'll just add 2 to 3 teaspoons of oil. And here it is. Now oil has become hot. We would be adding approximately 2 teaspoons of chopped garlic. And some garlic goes into it. We'll saute garlic for about 1 to 2 minutes. Over here on high flame. So it is almost cooked. So once the garlic is done, I'll add chicken, which I've already cut into small chunks. So I'll just add chicken in this. And roughly 2 teaspoons of salt. This totally depends on your flavor and your preference. And I am using 400 grams of chicken breast, which I have cut into small chunks. You can also go for boneless chicken thigh. And once this is done, so The chicken is getting cooked now. Now we'll add red chili powder, which is again as per your preference. If you want it to be spicy, you can add little more, but I like it medium. So I am putting 2 teaspoons of red chili powder, and I'll just stir a bit. And into this goes tandoori chicken masala. It is totally optional. I am putting 1.5 teaspoon of tandoori chicken masala. And I know कि लॉकडाउन आजकल काफ़ी एरियाज में चल रहा है, सो यू माइट नॉट गेट अ लॉट ऑफ फैंसी इंग्रेडिएंट्स स्पेशली, तो इसलिए मैंने कुछ भी फैंसी अभी तक नहीं यूज़ किया. एंड सो आई जस्ट ट्राइड कि जो एकदम बेसिक बन सकता है. एंड आई गेस माई ब्रेड इज ऑल्सो डन, सो आई जस्ट टेक आउट द ब्रेड फ्रॉम द ओवन. So here you can see कि एकदम puff हो गई है ये वाली bread. I'll just keep it on the side. And back to the chicken. Chicken breast को cook होने में बहुत ही कम लगता है. So we won't be cooking it for a very long time. And we would be adding some green chilies. So I've added some green chilies which are chopped, and due to shortage of all the ingredients due to lockdown, I am not using any of the fancy ingredients. I am using very basic ingredients, एकदम जो basic जो हर घर में होते हैं. So I am using those. So by the time chicken gets cooked, we'll just cover the chicken and let it cook for a few more minutes. Till the time I'll just tell you कि इसमें क्या क्या vegetables हम डालने वाले हैं. So these are onions जो कि मैंने ऐसे लंबा लंबा काट के रखा हुआ है, which are sliced. And similarly, I'm also using bell peppers. If you wish, you can also use colored bell peppers, yellow, green, red, पूरा combination use कर सकते हो. And similarly, I've cut tomatoes and I've also removed the seeds. That is basically just for my personal liking, as I don't like seeds. It is only for that reason. And we'll just check. And chicken is also done. So to this, I'll add the onions, and the bell peppers goes into the chicken, and we'll just cook it for 1 to 2 minutes. We don't want the vegetables to get soggy or soft. We want the crunchy texture. So we'll just cook for 1 to 2 more minutes. And इसके अंदर we'll be putting some चाट मसाला, जिससे कि चटपटा फ्लेवर आएगा. So I'm putting roughly 2 teaspoons of chaat masala in this. This is basically for the चटपटा flavor. And as I told कि हमें vegetables को ज़्यादा cook नहीं करना. We don't have to cook the vegetables a lot. We want the crunchy texture. So we won't be cooking it for a very long time. And chicken breast also doesn't take very long to cook. I am adding tomatoes. And tomatoes has to be the last thing, because once we add tomatoes, the cooking process really becomes very slow. And tomatoes doesn't allow any other ingredient to cook. So we'll just stir. And once this is done, we'll just cover it for a few minutes. So it is just getting cooked. And I have some mint leaves जिसको हम एकदम fresh cut करेंगे. So I'll just chop the mint leaves. So this is done, and the chicken is done as well. We don't want the vegetables to cook a lot. They have to be crunchy. So, and I'll add the chopped mint into the chicken to get a very fresh and aromatic taste. And now I'm adding lemon juice. Lemon squeezer. And I'll just switch off the gas. And once we switch off the gas, I'll just squeeze lemon juice, which is of one whole lemon. And once this is done, the whole chicken is done. So this is done. Now the chicken is ready. So to this chicken, we'll be adding some tomato ketchup. Just 3 teaspoons of tomato ketchup goes into the chicken. And I'm also using mayonnaise for the creaminess, and I'm adding 2 to 3 whole spoons of mayo as well. And I'll just keep it on side. And some black pepper from top. So now the chicken is done. We'll just stir the chicken. And our creamy chicken is done. And over here, it is ready. And our Chatpata chicken is done. So I'll just show you how it just looks. It's a bit heavy. Oh, it's hot. So okay, so we just cannot pick this up. So now I'll be just telling you how to fill the pita breads. For this, we'll be moving back to the bread area. And over here, perfect. Chicken okay, so now I have some pita breads over here which are baked. Alright, so which are baked and already kept. So I've cut some pita bread into half, and now you can see कि ये pocket की तरह है. So using a spoon, I'm filling these pita breads with the stuffing, and these are done. So you can see कि हमने मुश्किल से half an hour भी नहीं लगाया to make this dish. It is so quick to make, and आज का मेरा dinner तो यही है. And we still have a lot of time. You can go and buy some stuff if you don't have, and you can also make the whole dish using paneer or any other vegetable you like. So I'll just place a few more pieces. So I'll just fill rest of the pieces, and just a little bit more, and it's done. And I'll be serving it with mayo. And over here, the whole dish is done. So I'll just show you how it just looks. So this is how the whole dish looks. And you've seen कि इसको hardly 30 minutes लगे हैं बनाने के लिए. So over here, I'll just take it near more. So my dinner for tonight is sorted. And आप आज ही ये वाली dish try करो. And you can also tag me into your pictures. And you can follow me on my Instagram channel, which is by the name Chef Harneet Jolly. And आज आप ये वाला try करो. And if you have any questions, you can ask me right now. Otherwise, you can also message me in my Instagram profile. So now I am free and I can access my mobile as well. And just a second. So we'll just okay. So guys, any questions? I'll just move down just a few more minutes. Just a little bit. So guys, do you have any questions? I'll just move down, just down. Kahan pe aayenge questions? Okay, so can you send me one mutton biryani? Sure, you can DM me. Love your work. Thank you so much. So guys, any questions? Thank you, Naman. Thank you, Satish. क्या हाल है शेफ? जेरिन, आई एम वेरी गुड, थैंक यू. आप कैसे हो? सैयद माजिद, आपका क्वेश्चन थोड़ा सा ऊपर जा चुका है. कैन यू प्लीज आस्क द क्वेश्चन अगेन? माई इंस्टाग्राम ID, please. It is by the name Chef Harneet Jolly. The spelling are HARNEETJOLLY. Will you upload it on YouTube, please? Okay, so I'm not very sure about uploading on YouTube, but I can post the recipe on my Instagram. So you can follow my Instagram channel, and even for other recipes, you can just ask me any recipe if you want. Or otherwise, I also have a lot of other recipes. You can also check my gravity defying cakes and my chocolate sculptures. I want to become a chef. Ishad, you can message me on my Instagram so that we can have a proper talk regarding the career. Thank you, Paji. Thank you. Thank you, Pratik. What about gluten-free bread? About gluten-free bread, the main thing is you don't have to use maida. You can go for the gluten-free flour that we get into market. So एक पैकेट की फॉर्म में आता है. So you can get that. So Obroy Kitchen has a question. Can we use cream instead of mayo? Yes, you can. You can definitely go for mayo rather than cream. That's totally up to your wish. That is basically the fun of using or making Indian khana. That is the best part of Indian food. So you can basically use any of the ingredients. Chef, we will be waiting for your another live session. Thank you so much. Insta ID bata do, sir. Okay, so my Insta ID is by the name Chef Harneet Jolly. CHEFHARNEETJOLLY. Hello everyone, chef, the recipe is awesome. Thank you so much. Please post it on Insta account. Yes, I'll be doing that, Chef Partha. I just missed pita bread. Please upload recipe on Insta. Sure, Poonam, I'll be doing that. Hello, Yash. So, guys, any question? So, can we overcook pita bread? Okay, so as I told, the pita bread doesn't take a very long time. It hardly takes about 3 to 4 minutes. So जैसे आप अंदर डालोगे, by the time you actually reach your station, it is almost done. So उसमें ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं जाता. So as soon as the recipe or the bread puffs up, तो उसमें एक हो जाता है कि the bread is already baked. So your Insta ID is Chef Harneet Jolly. So Anuj, can we use cream? Yes, we can definitely use cream, as I told earlier. Which is your favorite biryani from Behrouz? Okay, so guys, any more questions? Alright guys, so we'll just end up this session. Thank you so much for joining, and I'm very thankful to Behrouz Biryani for giving this wonderful platform and also catering wonderful biryanis throughout India with such a nice and hygienic condition with each your promise. So we'll just end up this session. Thank you so much for joining. Bye bye.